there are instructions in Zillow about, their closing instructions. So is that something that
just about to go over that actually.
Okay. Do we do that? Do you do that? Okay. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, actually, Johnny, does anybody else have any questions for Johnny or? No. Cool. Okay, well, I had asked Johnny if I could hop in real quick and go over just a couple of things exactly pointing towards what Joey was talking about. So while Johnny just mentioned that, the most important thing in Zillow was to update the status of the lead. And while that is critically important, there is one other thing that really kind of is critical and has to be done for everybody to, close deals and get paid in the end. So we've talked about this before. I think you guys have all gotten pretty good at entering the transaction information in Zillow. So once you do get something under contract, make sure that you're going in under that lead. There's a tab called transactions and entering the transaction data. Everybody seems to be doing a pretty good job there. Can I share my screen real quick? Yeah. I wanted to share one other step though. Once it's time to close and you know that your price is set, meaning like maybe you've gotten through your option period, so you know that there's not going to be, or that it's not likely to have price adjustments anymore or anything like that. We're kind of locked in on what the final sales price would be, and you've updated that information in Zillow under the transaction information. You'll see here, and I'm showing you guys some screenshots here. So you'll see here when, like if you're on your desktop version, it looks kind of like this, but you click under reports, you can go to payments. If you're on the app, it looks more like this. You can go over to transactions, but you can click view details, and then you can see preview payment form right there. If you can click that, download it, and send it to Errol, because Errol is managing everybody's transactions that are Zillow leads, right? Because we went over that a couple weeks ago. So we want to make sure that Errol's managing all those transactions for you. If you could just download this form and send it to her, because we need to, it makes the payment process flow a lot easier with Zillow if we have that form and the title company is able to send that in with the form, and then they don't call me looking for the money. So that is the only step. If anybody has any questions on how to do that, let me know. It should be pretty easy. But again, the process being, you enter the transaction information as soon as you go under contract. At some point before you get to the closing, but we know that the sales price is final and set. Go and update all that information. Make sure it's correct. Click preview payment form, and it's a PDF. We don't have to have it signed. Don't worry about that. Download it and send it to Errol, and we'll do the rest from there. Does that answer your question, Joey?
Yeah.
And super impressive on these numbers, because like I said, I haven't been on the calls with Johnny in a couple of weeks now. And so I had gotten really used to him when I was on it every week, but these are super impressive.
Yeah, they showed us a list of who's in town, and we're like, we're at the top. So
yeah, we are.
And we got a lot of connections.
Awesome.
They see us as they see us as a high conversion team. And like, we're 164% of our goal, right? So that's what they're looking at. When we drill it down, we can see how there's room for improvement. But overall, they're like, shit, you guys are doing great. So that's why that's why you guys keep getting calls. Stephanie, you're unpaused. I meant to do that yesterday. Sorry, you're unpaused now. Trey, you're unpaused.